Yo guys, today we're doing a new video on the N series Sprinter. I don't have the box of this one because I lost the intro, so the box is long gone, but the box was quite small and everything else was packaged nicely in there. You get a couple of extra darts, but you don't get enough to fill the mag twice, which I thought was a bit lame. This is from the X-Shot Ragefire. I put it on just because it doesn't have an optic and it kind of looks cool on there. And the colour scheme does kind of match. In my opinion, this blaster probably is probably the best out of their line, to be honest. I haven't tried the Infinite yet, the pump action one with the big chain mag. However, that will be up next in the video on the channel. But this one has a really nice trigger, a really nice revs quite quickly. For Nerf, stock Nerf, that's quite good. Quite a smooth trigger. You can, I found that you don't actually have to reset the trigger all the way. You can kind of go like that and fire out multiple rounds really fast. You can do like burst fire really quickly. I find that this thumb hole is a bit uncomfortable, but you can get used to it. You kind of have to have your fingers like this and rest your finger on top of your thumb like that. However, you can just bring your fingers down and hold it there, which does kind of work, I think. However, you can just put your fingers on the outside, put your thumb on the side like that. You can see the barrel is actually quite big, which is good, so you don't get any dart drag whatsoever. The dart leaves the barrel without touching any of the sides. Unlike a Pro Blaster where you need a tight fitting barrel, flywheelers don't have that. I don't know if you can see the flywheels in there, but there we go. Yeah. Let's take a look at the internals through the side door there. So the ergonomics isn't too bad, it's actually quite good. It all lines into your shoulder, you've got quite a big space, so depending on how big you are, you can adjust the way you have your stock. You can actually see the flywheels design built into the side here. That's quite cool. For some reason there's like a gap on mine, I don't know if there's a gap on everyone's, but I can see inside on the internals there a little bit. Not so much on this side, but on this side there is. There's plenty of landing spaces. You can put one through here, and anywhere on the front as well. I like the style of the see-through barrel on there, and like the little cutouts inside the shell. It does look really cool and futuristic. Like if I showed someone this from like 10-15 years ago, they would say, well, you know, that looks something for the future. Jam door works quite well, but obviously it stops you from being able to rev it. However, you can pull the trigger there and feel how smooth the trigger is. Mag release is really nice as well. I'd say that the handle's a bit more cramped than the Firefly, the Rayven Firefly. So the ergonomics is slightly worse than that of the Firefly, but this isn't too bad. The weight is very rear heavy because the batteries are right at the back. I think there could have been a way to like space them out along the top, like they've done with some of the other ones. But other than that, it's pretty cool. The way the blaster sort of goes from small to wider kind of helps ergonomically when you're pointing it. Yeah, it's not a bad little blaster. You can fire it quite rapidly, and I think the best part of this so far is this magazine, because you can take this, you can put it in your pinpoint, and this actually drops free out of the pinpoint when you hit the mag release. For some reason this mag is designed differently in the pinpoint, and it's like thicker, slightly thicker. It does work in this though. I do actually prefer the way it looks. It's not in all the way, but it's a lot shorter in when it's flash all the way, and it feels a bit more nicer to hold, like compact. This is a bit unwieldy when it's in there. It kind of sticks out all the way down here. Looks good as like a silhouette. You know, it feels like you've got more blaster for your money. All of these N series now are getting even cheaper and cheaper. By the time you see this, you could probably pick this up for about $10. Is it worth it? I think so. Comparing it to standard stock flywheeler Nerf, rev time's a lot faster. It's shooting at like 90 feet per second as well, which you don't see usually. So that's, you know, 25 FPS boost straight away. The accuracy as well, comparing it to the original Nerf full-length dart, you are getting a bit more accuracy. Of course, they're not as more accurate as Pro Series, but Pro is like the other end. This is stuff you buy for your nephew, you buy for your kid, you buy for your brother, your sister. It's not something you would give, you know, a Pro Blaster is not something you'd give to a child anyway. So this kind of is good enough to where, like, if you gave this to an adult, they can use this and be like, yeah, this is actually pretty good. Doesn't feel super cheap or anything like that, even though you can like see through this plastic when the light hits it. Certain parts of the plastic kind of let the light through it. But it's kind of a bit more reminiscent of the Busby plastic. It's a bit more chunkier, a bit more squared than the original Nerf was. But yeah, that's been like the overall talk. We'll get into a range test now. Okay, we're out on the range. You see, put the short mag in, you can see the gap there from the magazine. That is because it loads 2 darts on the tray. You can see right there. So what you can do when you load these mags, regardless of which one it is, whether it's this one or this one, put 2 darts in your blaster, lay them, forget about that, we'll lay them in the tray and then push it in, and you basically get 12 rounds instead of the 10 rounds. I know some other channels talked about it, but they didn't really explain it properly. They said you can squeeze 12 rounds in and didn't really explain how. That is how you do it. If you take the mag out, you can actually see that's how you do it, like that. Lay 2 in there like that, fill that to 10, make sure they stay lined up, and put it in like that. So, without further ado, let's do the range test. We're going to be aiming for the top class here and then up here as well on this white piece. So it's not bad. You can see they fly really straight. A lot of these darts have been left in the mags as well, testing to see how damaged they get, and that is another thing. These don't get damaged like the original darts did. You can leave them in the mags. So yeah, you can see the rev time's pretty quick too. There you go. You can see the little burst there when I did a little burst fire. Another thing I like to add in these reviews is just how quick you can load these. Just make sure you don't load it the wrong way, otherwise you're going to need a screwdriver. Also, let's show this mag. So we've got this loaded up 11 rounds in here. Let's take one of these out. So we've got 2. Put one in the bottom of the tray, which is, it's got like a nice little bolt face for it to lay in, and then just lay that one on top of that one. 11 plus 2. Just lined up. There we go. We've got the 2 loaded there. And we've got a fully loaded mag. As you can see, there's no gap. So we've got 13 rounds in this 10 round mag. So yeah, very interesting. You can actually +2 this, not just +1. So we'll show you that. And you can do the same with this as well. So you can get about 20 rounds altogether. You can get like 17, 18. Put 2 rounds in there, you get 20. So not bad, not bad. Doesn't seem to squash the darts either, as you can see. I'm just going to try and rapid fire this one, just because the last shots were all single shot, and I just want to show you how much it bogs down on a full rev and just emptying the mag. You can see it doesn't really bog down. Every shot went straight over and hit the door in the same place. Empty mag. You can see it's not bad. Like, if you're in a Nerf war, that's what you want to be hitting. You're not trying to hit bottle caps, you're not trying to hit matchsticks, you're trying to hit a human-sized target in a Nerf war. Pulled that one shot and then put the second one right in. But there you go, like you hit what you're aiming at pretty much. I mean, you might miss a couple of times, but because it's a flywheel, just pull the trigger again. Surprised how good it fires, and it's not got full auto. Like, you would assume this would have full auto, how fast you can shoot it. But I think it's worth the money. I think it does what it's supposed to do. It's hitting nicely. If this was a full-length Nerf dart, they'd be hitting all over the place anyway. The only reason I pulled those shots is because it was in line basically with the wall when I was pulling the trigger because of this stock to hit my arm. But yeah, that was my fault. Like, if I was keeping this steady and this was a full-length end strike dart, they would be hitting all over the place, and you would not be able to get a precise shot. Whereas this, it hits in the same spot every time, and you get a consistent hit on your target, which is what you want out of a blaster like this. Backyard battles, super stock wars, stuff like that, this will do the job. Build quality is pretty good. Ergonomics aren't too bad. If you're not a huge, tall person, then this will be perfect for you as well. I got quite large hands, so this is why a lot of the ergonomics can be quite cramped. But yeah, it's not too bad for what it is. It's good. I like the style of it and the colours of it too. It's quite nice. So style, I'd give this a 5 out of 5. I think they've got the style perfectly done to a T. Power and accuracy, 4 out of 5. Like, you can't really get any better than that out of a stock blaster unless you mod it. So this offers quite a lot for the money. And the fact that it works with the pinpoint mag as well, which is nice, so you can reload instead of just using one mag. These blasters are cheap enough now where you can buy multiples of these, just have some on backup and just keep the mags for your Nerf wars. And I'm sure it'll look good painted with paint mods, so if you do buy multiples of these for the magazines, you can do your own styles for the colours. But yeah, I definitely think this is a good little blaster. I mean, you can't fault it really for what it does. For the price as well, I mean, even the full price wasn't too bad. But the sale price, I mean, you can't really beat £10 for something that's electronic, flywheel driven, bullpup, that is good performance as well. You can't beat it. So yeah, people don't like it because it's not pro and it doesn't shoot short darts. But if you can get over that, then you're going to have fun with this. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was informative. Definitely recommend picking one of these up. So if you enjoyed, like what you see, check out my other videos. I've got a lot of different videos up on my channel, and yeah, all the support is appreciated. I thank everyone that helps support the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.